What did you kind of take away from facing USC and Jordan Addison and Caleb Williams?
Just the amount of improvement we can take away from that game. I feel like going against two guys like that, going into the game, you ultimately, freshmen, so you don't really know where you're at. So having a dude to go against who's received the accolades he's received, just coming out of that game, realizing that you can compete with the best in the country. Everyone on the defensive side. So it was more so just understanding like what we have to clean up as a defense, and how far we can really go in the future.
And then what have you kind of seen from Spencer Rattler on film so far?
He's a good quarterback. I mean, he's a special quarterback. He can throw the ball like 60 yards like off his back foot, so things like that. He's a special talent. So ultimately you have to respect that as a defense. I mean, when you have a quarterback like that who's confident in himself and his abilities, you have to ultimately be prepared for everything. So you just have to be on your game when you go against a dude like this.
Individual confidence, obviously, always some second to team success, but how does it feel to be a freshman All-American? How did you get that news? How was that?
It was a good feeling. I mean, ultimately, that's not like where I want to be at. So it was a good feeling. But also, I have to give credit to my teammates. I mean, they pushed me to become the best player I could be. Even my coach Mickens, also pushed me to become the best player. So I feel like it's just an overall. Although I won the award, I feel like it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for them. So I got to give all the glory to them.
Could you kind of foresee such a successful season at the beginning, or do you feel like you've grown just that much since being?
Yeah, I mean, I have dreams and aspirations for myself, so I've written that goal down 2 years ago. So I ultimately knew that was one of my goals I wanted. So being able just to write that down and see it every day and look at it, I just envisioned myself getting it before I even got it. So yeah.
Benjamin, kind of piggybacking on that question, where have you really grown in your position over the course of the season? Just
confidence. I mean, more reps comes, the more confident I became. More plays I got, the more confident I became, and then just the practice reps. I feel like there's a difference in the game, the practice in the game. So the more game reps I begin to get, the more confident I'm going to be able to like just understand the game. I mean, it's a different level. The speed's different, so I feel like I was able just to understand it a little better and just kind of process things and being able to see things before it happens.
Well, what does that confidence look like on the field?
Just making plays. I feel like plays come from confidence and just like being in the right position, and just like going for it. I feel like you have to go for it. There's going to be a point in time where you can either go for it or not, and I just went for it. And all my opportunities, when they would come, my opportunities would come.
And how big of a moment is this for the program itself to face an SEC opponent and, have some guys that go through the process for the NFL to transfer and then be able to come out with a win in this matchup?
That's going to be huge. It's ultimately going to be huge for next season. I mean, this will just push us or catapult us to just motivate us that we can play with the best SEC opponent. We have to respect them. They have good players all around. So if we can, if we play the way we're capable of playing, all things should work out.
Just a couple for me. Other than the Ohio State game, because obviously you guys knew you were going to play Ohio State since years ago.
Yeah.
This is the game that you guys will have the most time to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of advantages does that offer you guys as far as how much you can learn about your opponent in this, few week span?
A lot. I mean, when you have this much time to prepare, you got nothing else going around. You're here in South Bend, it's nothing to do. So all you can do is just really just study film and just lock in on this opponent. And I feel like with this team, with the guys they have, being able to prepare this long will just be able to put us in the best position on the field to compete against them.
And then I know obviously you had, like you mentioned, dreams and aspirations for this year. How do you? Obviously with the exception of the bowl game, which is yet to be played.
Yeah.
How do you think this year's gone for you? Have you met those goals? And how proud are you?
I mean, I'm proud of myself, but ultimately, as I said, like I'm not anywhere close where I want to be. So it's a long way to go, and I just feel like having those dreams or the bigger dreams in the picture just ultimately keeps me going and driving me to become the best player I can be. So I'm proud of myself, but also I just have to know that there's more to come, and it's not given. Everything has to be worked for.
A lot of changes coming in personnel this offseason, but a guy like Cam Hart coming back, what does that do for your role?
Oh, everything. I mean, people don't understand the relationship me and Cam have. Well, I don't even think he understands, but he's like a big brother to me the way I see him. I mean, he took me under and helped me in ways that like I can't even describe. It's just like he didn't have to help me the way he did. Watch film with me. He's just a good guy, and I'm just happy I can have another year with him.
Last thing for Benjamin.
What have you seen from Steve Angeli and Tyler Buckner through a couple practices so far?
Great quarterbacks. I mean, I just think the more reps that come, like what's it called? Buck just got back and he's already slinging it like he's been here the whole season. So I'm excited for him on what he can do this bowl game. I know he's excited.
Thank you.
Thank you.